Good evening, everyone. We are from Group 4, and today we are going to talk about an interesting topic, like a survey done on a restaurant, newly opened restaurant, to get the customer feedbacks, satisfaction. These are the group members, which I would like to introduce. Like first, these are the contents basically: introduction and purpose, rationalization and significance, method of data collection, cautionary and data analysis, and finally with the recommendation. First of all, let me start introducing on which restaurant we are going to talk about. This is about Tahitian village, which is situated in Hilton Hotel Doha, one of the 5-star hotels in Doha. In a water out front, it's like a basic open terrace restaurant. And it was opened recently, before 3 months. That was one of the reasons for selecting this as our research survey location. This is mainly inspired by the entertainment and the Polynesian island, which is known for, basically, Doha's winter period falls in between November and April. The same concept has been adopted in the Polynesian island restaurants in the suburbs, because the wet season falls under the same period. So this, we can identify the significance of the feasibility study Doha has done to establish this restaurant in Doha. So we can see why they have just established that here. As I said before, it's outdoor terrace. It's basically Polynesian style welcome. Bar is situated there, and a new seating capacity of internal and external additional 200 seats, and notable foods like sushi, grilled meats prepared in the restaurant, Chinese along with colorful cocktails. Those are the specialized food items served there. Mainly, they are using a Tiki Vibes application to get to involve the customers. How? This application enables the customers to download to the App Store and use to create music and to upload in their social media. Basically, as I said before, it's entertainment-based restaurant. So they want everyone to involve and feel the vibe. That's their main concept. General manager of Tahitian village, what he has to say about this? The restaurant will not only offer a new venue for dining and drinks, but an entire island lifestyle concept. That is the Polynesian concept, making our new launch app an ideal extension to that what Tahitian village will be offering, including the DJs, in-house band, and perform. What the head chef has to say about this? We are thrilled about visiting guests to try our sushi offering. Our selection is unique, and the island of Polynesian concept, ensuring that the offering will remain true to the heart of Asian cuisine. That's the culture-based motive they are bringing into the concept. Finally, the main purpose of the survey being conducted are the follows: to improve customers' experience. How? By tackling any blind spots on the customer's experience. Secondly, to remain on trend, to be updated in the market, which will give a competitive advantage, not to fall behind. Third, to gain a competitive advantage by superseding competitors' strategy, becoming a strategic player in the market, in that concept. Finally, to make clear statement to the customer that their voices are being heard, like they will get more involved and they will feel they are more cared. Having said that, I'm handing over the baton to my colleague, who will be talking about significance and rationalization part. Thank you.
Thank you, Mustaq, for giving an introduction about the selected restaurant. And to rationalization and significance, we are going to talk about why customer survey is so important for this particular restaurant we selected. We can simply answer for these questions, like it's nothing but for your business growth. And customer satisfaction, it's so vital for any restaurants, because since they are in the food industries, and only clients are the customers. The location where the restaurant is located in the 5-star hotel, they're going to receive multinationals tourists and different communities of people. So it is so important for the restaurant to get the customer customer feedback quite often than the other restaurants in outside. I mean, when they're going to get those customer opinions and customer pulse and customers' ideas and these things, and it will help them to produce the tailor-made food for the particular customers and particular nationalities. Because here in Qatar, the local people taste of foods are completely different than Asian communities. And there are Filipinos, there is Western communities. So you have to satisfy all the customers who are coming to restaurants. So they have to work on that by giving a hypothesis, and which I will discuss on the next slide. And those hypotheses, if they're going to get the feedback from the customers, and it will definitely help them to meet all the customers' requirements despite of the nationalities. And we know the customer surveys, conducting a surveys, is just an unbiased approach to get the opinions. Like, you cannot go ask each customers by face to face, because the chef has an idea to produce any kind of foods, but it doesn't mean every customer should like that food. So you cannot go back and ask the customers one by one. So there is a medium to communicate the customers. There is the survey, and that survey and the questionnaires will be elaborated by Abdurrahman later. We talked about significance, and I think we covered in the previous topic, know where to improve. What are the benefits you are going to get by taking the surveys from the customers? These are the benefits you're going to get. You will know where to improve, and you can implement a strategic plan for that, and you will get to know what customers' insight. And by asking these following opinions using this proposed hypothesis, which will be elaborated by Abdurrahman on later stage through the questionnaire. And now I will invite Naushad to do the research methodology. Thank you.
Thank you, Roshan. I'm going to discuss about the research methodology, which is generally all the research falls under two categories. One is quantitative, another one is qualitative. Qualitative generally is an exploratory research which is used to describe people's feelings, observations and thinking. It's very subjective because it's very person to person. Quantitative research, it's a strategically structured way. It's a structured way method to collect data and analyze numbers and produce statistic result, and it is quantify the problems. Usually it is based on objective method and it is confirmative. So in this research we mostly focus on quantitative because we are trying to quantify the customer's observation. The quantitative method usually follows questionnaires, administrating questionnaires and some interviews. So we prepared 10 questions and we contacted 50 customers. This is our targeting population to do the survey. However, in certain extent, we also conduct a qualitative research methodology as well to get further view from the customers to their expectations and to their views to improve our business more. So basically this research falls under two categories. The type of questionnaire what we have prepared, basically 10 questions with 5 Likert scale, and also we had conducted an interview, 5 minutes interview for the selected candidates, selected customers. Furthermore, as I stated earlier, this is our target population was the customer who came to our restaurant, plus the booking brokers such as online application, Talabat and Zomato. Those application, it's very widely used in Qatar to book restaurants and food items. Furthermore, we followed one more strategy to motivate customer to give a 10% discount for their bookings. to encourage the customer, whoever participate in this survey, and we give 10%. Plus, we also took the natural review or natural feedback from the social media and website and from the booking brokers applications such as Zomato and Talabat. So through this model, we have collected a reasonable data, and those data have been analyzed and produced in a statistic way. Those statistics will be discussed by my colleague Abdul Rahman. Thank you.
Thank you, my colleague Naushad, to giving us an insight about the research methodology that we carried out. And I'm going to take you about the questionnaire that we did. We had about 10 questionnaires. And to give some brief explanation about the questionnaires, the first questionnaire that we had is, overall, how friendly was this restaurant staff? So we had 5 this one scales. So out of that, it was said that extremely friendly. So I'm not going to go in detail. So based on the first question is happy. As a survey done, is extremely friendly is 23, so it's positive. And the second question is how delicious and tasty was the food served. So here also it's been satisfied. So we have moderate delicious is 0 and not all delicious is 0. So extremely and very delicious is almost about 40. So it's also happy. And third point, was the food served hot and fresh? Yes, it's 38% out of 38 out of 50. So even that is happy, satisfied. Next. How long did it take to serve the food order? Everybody in Doha, even us, as you know, when you go to a restaurant, the food served should be quick. So here it seems completely satisfied is 34 because the food order has been delivered to the customer within 10 to 15 minutes. So that's a very positive sign at Tahitian Village. And fifth one, are you happy with the Chinaware, flatware, glassware and holoware used by the restaurant? So these are the Chinaware, flatware, these are the cutleries, glassware and holoware. Why you see here completely certified 40, I guess, because what we understand, because this is a newly opened restaurant. Since it's a newly opened restaurant, everything is brand new. So China cutleries, everything is, so that's why we have got more satisfied results of 40. Sixth question, how clean was the interior and exterior of the restaurant? People are saying the survey was satisfied 24 out of 50. So completely satisfied 24 out of 50, satisfied 19 out of 50. So more or less because again we believe since it's a new restaurant, the score is happy here. Next. Is the price paid for the meals worth for value? Here comes the question main. Definitely if you go for any restaurants, what do you think? Like when you order a meal, at the end, when you pay a price, you should understand whether the place that I come is worth for the money. So here if you see, it's satisfied, 23, but there are dissatisfied customers, 5. So definitely Tahitian Village should focus on that, but they should do a price analysis with competitors as well. 8th questionnaire, did you use the restaurant Wi-Fi? Yes, it's 39 out of 50, no is 11. But how good was the connection? Is 14, so bad is 25. So my colleague will speak on this subject in the recommendation. How did you know about the restaurant? Again here, you see social media, everybody knows. Social media is WhatsApp, Instagram. So most of the hotels, most of the restaurants in Doha, they publish it on the social media and they do promotions. So that is 29, and through friends, 6. So it's more or less a good margin for social media, 29. And how likely would you recommend Tahitian Village restaurant to a friend or colleague? Is definitely 21, probably 23. So these also are a good sign. They are probably not, definitely not, no. And so this is also a positive sign. And Tahitian Village is a new restaurant open, which is just 3 months. So I guess we had only a limited questionnaire out of 50. So I guess it can be improved as well. And thank you. And my colleague Javed will give you more insight about the recommendation. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdurrahman. I will mainly talk about the recommendation of today's the discussion and of this Tahitian restaurant. Based on the survey we done of the 50 surveys we carried out at the Tahitian restaurant independently by our crew. And here are the main recommendation, the points we have just come across based on this analysis we done based on the survey report. The main is the price and the value needs to be matched. That is the the worthiness of the price which the customer is paying should be worthy and with the value of the food, because price cannot be over exaggerated for a crappy food. The second point, the strength of the Wi-Fi needs to be improved, because most of the people come for such a big restaurant paying a higher price is to have some like a business lunch or a business dinner or like a certain things or a main important or a discussion. So they need some like a sort of a Wi-Fi in order to carry out their the business meetings or something while they order and wait for their food. The third point is that like, marketing and the more advertisement need to be done for such a restaurant in a costly place, and the location of the restaurant is like a Hilton. Hilton is a global name and which carries a huge value. The Tahitian and cannot be such a small or like an unworthy restaurant, and so Tahitian has to be more advertised, because they are paying such a huge rent and all the overhead since they're for the location and for the premier location. So the marketing need to be done. The word of mouth is a big publication for such a restaurant, because normally the people who comes for such a big or an expensive or a luxury restaurant and through social media campaign are very less. But for a business person or a business MD, of course he will recommend to his colleagues, and this is the best restaurant. So that's the main important of marketing in campaign which Tahitian has to more consider. And apart from this, the promotional campaigns, and which I talk about this one. So the Tahitian can mainly do some like a marketing campaign covering like a corporate events, a corporate lunch, and those kind of events. They can give some like a good discounted rate and offers, and so that will attract more customers, since this is the initial and the opening stage of Tahitian. The second is the quality of the food should be sustained and improved over the period. And of course, the people come for like a quality of the food, and the uniformity of the food should be there. The taste is the main the things, and apart from all the points, the interiors and the Wi-Fi, all the location and everything. So equally importantly, the food, the quality of the food should be, the taste should be sustained. And moreover, they need to come up with the new menus and improve the criteria. Mainly in the Middle Eastern regions, and if the locals are like visiting such a restaurant, it's considered as like a prestigious place. Apart from other part of the world, if it takes a South Asian country, more of the tourists visiting restaurant, the locals cannot afford and go. But on contrary, in the Middle Eastern region, if the local or a Qatari is visiting that restaurant, it's considered as like a prestigious restaurant and an expensive restaurant. So the Tahitian has to more focus on the attracting more local customers. So thank you. That's all we from the group 4. Thank you very much.